Before I get into tonight's video, I just want to mention I've been getting some comments on the vlog, which is thrilling. I'm glad people are watching them and giving me feedback on them, so it helps me either continue in the direction I'm going or maybe change or try something new. So if you do have a comment or a suggestion, go ahead and drop them below in the comment section. I'll read it and make whatever adjustments that I need to make. So one of the comments I got was on the advice for a 15-year-old son. Somebody said they really enjoyed that series, so that's great. I have a little bit more to go on that, and also have some comments and reflection on the whole series, but I'll share that once I get that series done. So I'm really looking forward to doing that. Another comment was that I need to be a little more animated and use my hands more in the video. They know me in person, and I guess I'm pretty animated with my hands. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit more, and maybe I don't know if I need to sit back and so you can see the hands or whatever, but I think part of that's just being a little closer to the camera. You don't get as much of that, but I'll try to include that because I guess that's a little more of my real personality coming out. I do talk with my hands. I swear if they were tied behind my back or couldn't move them while I was talking, I'd probably become a mute or something and wouldn't be able to talk. But anyway, like I said, it's just nice to get some comments. So far they've been positive, so that makes me feel even better. But whatever comments you have, again, leave them below, and I'll read them and make any necessary adjustments. So one other comment I got, which is going to kind of lead into where I'm going tonight, is a couple videos ago and over the past couple weeks, I've talked about work and this issue we've been having. I can't remember how much I shared, but it's around performance and kind of troubleshooting and things like that. And we were just talking because you never wrapped up what you did with it. I said, it's because we haven't quite solved it yet. And one of the comments from an airline mechanic of all things, he said, when the light is burned out in the wing, you don't replace the whole wing. You start small and work. Is it the bulb? Is it the wiring system and things like that? And it's very true of troubleshooting software too. When something's wrong, you don't try to go with the most complicated solution or issue to try to solve it. You start with the very basic things and step through those. And most of the time you do find that it's something very basic that is causing the problem or the issue. Well, in this particular case, again, we were having some performance issues and diving into them and looking at the changes we had made in the code and what we could maybe either back out or change a little bit. And there's some stuff we couldn't change in the code just because of the features we're trying to implement or whatever. So as much as we can, we've been trying to take small steps and do little tweaks here and there and get these performance tests run and look at the results. And so I think this morning we have kind of nailed down what the issue is, and we have one more tweak that we want to see if we can squeeze a little bit more performance out. But it all really comes down and around to the way the tests are being run. They're in a very, very general sense, they're repeatable, but in a more specific sense and for what we're looking at, the detail we're looking at, they're not repeatable. We get different numbers of items and sizes of items and things like that. And so the tests have not been representative or even repeatable. Been getting different result or different inputs, and that screws up the test. And once we started realizing that and breaking the inputs down into their smallest detail and looking at the performance numbers, our numbers are actually pretty good, probably a little bit better than what we've had before. So that's always positive. And like I said, another positive that came out of it is that we think we can tweak those numbers even more. So we're doing that. We'll be able to do that tomorrow and move on from there. And the good news for me is that once we kind of determined that, I got to focus on some other work that's been on my plate for a little while, and get into a little bit something a little bit different. So it was a great day at work, and nice to kind of get through that hurdle and close that loop. So that's what I have tonight. Again, thank you for watching the videos and sticking with me, and we'll keep going, and that's it. I hope you have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.